here in chapter 41, verse 8, it says, "But you, Israel, my servant, Jacob, whom I have..."
Johnny B, this is what I was looking for in your live.
No, you weren't, Isa. The other day when you came into my live, all you did was crash out the entire time. You wouldn't let anybody else speak. All you did was crash out, and it ended with me having to drop you because you were so incredibly disrespectful and you wouldn't let anybody else speak.
But I fear that even if we had made it that far, that you would not have let me respond.
That is incredibly hypocritical coming from you, because just the other day, you came on my live and you would not let anybody else respond to you at all. All you did was crash out the entire time, interrupt everybody. You were incredibly disrespectful, and you would not let anybody else speak. So for you to sit there and claim that you think I would not have let you speak is ridiculous and so hypocritical of you.
So I'm going to respond here on video, and I hope you respond as well. So here's where we're at. Johnny B, the atheist, says that the suffering servant from Isaiah 53 is Israel. It's of my belief that it's about Jesus. Now,
well, you'd be wrong, because the servant is consistently identified as Israel several times. Here's 41 verse 8, 44 verse 1, and 44:21. Now I'm going to go ahead and skip to his main point, but first I have to leave this in.
how could this... Sorry, I got a phone call. How could this...
No particular reason, I just thought it was funny.
So my official response is this. I see your interpretation. Why should I believe, Johnny B, your interpretation over the Apostle Philip?
The reason you should trust my interpretation versus the Apostle Philip's interpretation is because I actually provided you evidence for my interpretation of the text. Using context from Deutero-Isaiah, I also used corroborating verses found in Zephaniah 3:13, so I actually gave you an argument based on what the text actually says. Whereas in Acts chapter 8, the Apostle Philip just cherry-picks a quotation from Isaiah 53 and claims that it's about Jesus.
Because in Acts chapter 8, he reads Isaiah 53 to the eunuch and infers that this is about Jesus.
And again, the Apostle Philip would be wrong, because the servant is consistently identified as Israel throughout Deutero-Isaiah. If the Apostle Philip even made this claim, all he was doing was cherry-picking quotations from Isaiah 53 without reading the context. But again, when we read the context of Deutero-Isaiah, and we pull from corroborating verses like Zephaniah 3:13, it's clear that Isaiah 53 is about the righteous remnant of Israel, not a failed Messiah named Jesus.
So I want to know, why should I believe in your interpretation over the Apostle Philip? That's what I want to know. Okay? Why should I believe that?
The reason I'm right and the Apostle Philip is wrong is because I actually provided evidence for my claims. I did an entire response video explaining in great detail how Isaiah 53 is specifically about the righteous remnant of Israel and not Jesus. I think the funniest part is that he didn't even make a refutation to any of the things I said. All he did was say, hey, in Acts chapter 8, the Apostle Philip makes the claim that Isaiah 53 is about Jesus. That must mean it's true. Well, it's not, because I already did a detailed response video where I explain in great detail the context of Deutero-Isaiah, Zephaniah 3:13, and I explain how the righteous remnant from Zephaniah 3:13 is very clearly who Isaiah 53 is referring to.
And what I'm hoping for is that you ask me the same. Why should I believe you?
I don't care whether you believe me or not, because whether you believe me or not, I'm still right and you're still wrong, Isa.
Because that right there, ding, 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 is actually the question of the century for you, Johnny B.
I think it's funny how confident he is, because every time we do a debate, he gets absolutely dog-walked by me just reading the text to him. So, in conclusion, Isaiah 53 is about the righteous remnant of Israel, not about a failed Messiah named Jesus.